Well, boys and girls, kids of the traveling arena, today we are here in Portland, Maine. And what are we doing today? Well, little lobster excursion by Lucky Catch Cruises. I've done this before, but I had videotaped it, so I figured I'd do it today and show you guys what Lucky Catch Cruises is all about. I will admit, if you ever go on a lobster excursion, Lucky Catch Cruises is the way to go. They are the best. Staff is great, and more importantly, depending on what time you're done coming in, whatever you catch, you pay for a lobster that they bring up in the buoys, and they serve it up at a restaurant right next where you dock. Have yourself a nice little lobster dinner before you go home. Alright, with that being said, I hope you enjoy the rest of the video.
Jackets are this bench right here. These are kids' life jackets. You just kind of sink slow. Don't life jackets if you need them. That's encouraging. Everybody will be up, walking around. You're not stuck to the seat at all. But we are a boat, so we'll catch the wake of other boats. So just make sure you got your sea legs. Seats are great to sit on, but please don't stand on the seats or sit up on the rail or the, even for pictures, or the rail here. We want to keep everybody in the boat. That's the goal. Yeah. When we pull up our traps, we use this silver wheel.
Those are our bait.
Called the winch. We ask everybody
That's the bait they put in the traps.
There's just a lot of open line and a weighted trap, and that gives Dave enough room to negotiate. And it'll take about 15 minutes for us to get to our first traps, and we have extra aprons and stuff for everybody to wear. But we'll get out of the harbor a little bit, get you all suited up. Anybody been out with us before? Oh yes, we talked about that. Thank you.
Yes, I have.
2 years ago.
Yeah, 2 years ago. I'm back.
Anybody this first time to Maine? Welcome. Great. Where are we visiting from? Georgia.
Boston.
Boston.
Maryland.
Cleveland. Oregon.
Wow.
Ohio.
Oh, Portland, Oregon to Portland, Maine.
Oh, great. That's great. This is awesome. We're going to head up there tomorrow. Mid-coast is where it's at.
Now, what town do you live in?
We live in Pacific City,
Okay.
which is south of Tillamook.
Gotcha.
Nice beach access.
Yeah, nice.
Train drives to feel are imaginary because I looked at the radar.
Yes, and we're off.
I left my raincoat in the radars. Every time we pull up a trap, we want to exchange the bait. These little bags hang right in the trap, and the lobsters can eat the fish right through the net. Lobsters don't have really great eyesight. They have excellent smells. We use a real bony, oily fish. This is a locally caught poke or menhaden, and that dissipates and attracts lobsters. Not really, no. They have a lot of uses that I'll talk about for a little bit. So our first job is to put some bait in the bags. It works with somebody who will open the bag, which is hands, and then other people put fish in. And we'll put 3 fish in each bag. Alright, so would you like to hold a bag? If you're not holding a bag, come grab a fish, put it in, get out of the way, let somebody else do it. We get 3 fish in each bag. You go head first, yeah. How many? 3. And then you just peel, yep. And if you want them, it's off your hands at all. You can use a lobster tank that's just circulating ocean water. It's like a little ocean sink.
Well, put the rope
Is the
into
water
winch.
cold?
I mean, it's 65 degrees. It's as warm as it gets.
Yeah, this tank is water right from the bottom of the boat, so put your finger in here. He's gonna get scraps. Yeah.
Alright, what do we got? I think we got crabbed out on that one.
You can't keep those?
We could, but there's not enough value to be worthwhile.
What kind of crabs are those? So this is a rock crab, and they'll get about as big as my hand outstretched. They are delicious, but you really only get meat in the claws and the legs. There's not a lot of meat in the body at all or anything.
That was not a convention, yes.
Yeah, they don't get as big as that either, yeah.
Really big.
But there's really no market for them here. You are allowed to keep them with your license, but we usually just toss them over. That's all. Oh, and he caught a fish.
We got 2 lobsters over here.
Oh, keepers?
I don't know. We're gonna figure that out. We're gonna get them out of the trap.
I know, that's a little curious. Terry, they're lobsters. Yeah, they don't rub their hands on them.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so we're gonna measure this to see if it makes it the legal size. In order for us to keep it, it's got to be 3 1/4 inches across the back. That's called the carapace. We'll measure from the back of the eye to where the back meets the tail. On our measuring tool from point to point, it's exactly 3 1/4. So I'm gonna put the first point down just behind the eye, and then drop the second one down. If this lands up on the back, it's long enough and we can keep it. If that passes and hits the tail, it's too small, and that lands on the back, that's a keeper. There we go. All right, good one. We'll put that aside. Well, that lobster would be about 7 years old. It takes them that long. It's not big enough to keep. And then this one here has only got the 1 claw. They lose their claws when they fight with each other, and then they can grow new ones back.
It's too small.
Yep.
Okay, throw them back. I'm throwing the claw.
Oh, that's a keeper.
Wow.
A keep. Yep, it's up on the back. Just barely stays up there, but that's a good one. So that too, you don't want to get that on your dinner plate at a restaurant, but that's for your lobster rolls and stuff.
Yeah.
All right, a couple keepers there. Not a bad start. Oh, we got these crabs over here. That's a male and a female green crab. We're gonna split them up. We don't want any more green crabs. This is an invasive species. They've been here about 100 years, and their population hadn't been too significant till the last 10 years or so. The water in the bay has warmed up to the point that's ideal for them. The problem is they eat the larvae of the clams, so the clam population's way down. Now they mate when the female molts her shell, so this is really soft, which makes it a great snack
Seagull
for those
bait.
seagulls right there. Eat it. They'll be able to swallow that whole because it's got a soft shell. And then the other one will just throw over. That one's too big for them to eat.
Pig.
Okay. You can see over here too that the bait's really well chewed up. The way the trap works, the lobsters and the crabs, they smell the fish, so they come to find it. They'll walk up these ramps from either side. They come in and eat the fish right through the bag, but eventually will fall down to the floor. Now, from down there, they don't know that they're stuck or realize it's a trap. They just want to go the easiest direction. So instead of trying to get back up to get out the way they came in, it's easier to go up the ramp towards the back of the trap. They walk up this ramp, fall through the hoop, and they get stuck. They can't find their way out the way they came in unless they're small enough to get out of these escape vents. One on top here, one down below, so the little ones come in, eat the fish, and then walk right out.
Alright.
Now, do you have
Can I have your
ones
help
that
for the
are
next
too
part?
big that you throw back?
What is
or-
it?
Yeah,
Change of the
they
bait?
bought two baits. Yeah,
You got this.
Can I have your help
big
too?
lobsters out there.
Oh, oh, there's a fight over the old bait. And right now they're changing out the old bait. They threw the old bait out. The seagulls in there fighting for it, having a death match, and they're putting in the new bait. Pretty awesome. bait in there, they just throw them out there.
Like a little ocean sea. There you go. All right, okay. Your help for the next part. Okay. All right, come on. You guys can work together.
That's one thing about Lucky Catch Cruises. You just don't sit here and watch. You getting involved.
You're gonna work together. This first, and then if I'm hard to say, you gotta clean
A little slimy, but you did it. You did it. Yep. They just toss them out there and there we go.
I'll bring the lobster around. Everybody can lobsters, they have two different types of claws. They've got a crusher claw and a pincher claw. The crusher claw does just that. It crushes mussel shell, another lobster. A nice hard shell lobster. You get 50 pounds of pressure in that claw. Then the pincher claw is really sensitive to touch, and that closes down on its food. That's like sharp. It's like a little pair of scissors. A little further down, yeah, and then twist and pull. So on the
Alright, boys and girls in the traveling arena, back in Lucky Catch Cruises. As you can see, got my delicious dinner for today. Nice lobster right here. Whenever you get done, you know, you can pay them a few dollars, pick out your lobsters. Lucky 22 here is my dinner for the evening. Trust me, you can't go wrong with these guys. If you're ever in Portland, Maine, remember, in Lucky Catch Cruises, get your lobster restaurant. The lobster dinner right here, the very pier right next to where you get off. And go ahead and cook it up for you. That's it for me. Have a good day. See you in the next one. Joe Spider out.